Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss more about Unix pipes and filters. So pipes are used to connect two commands together so that the output from one program becomes the input of the next program. Two or more commands connected in this way form a pipe. Okay, so let me explain that to you. How and what did I said. So for example, ls-lrt is the one command, and when we are using this command ls-lrt, we have a list of files and directories in the current folder. Okay, and we know what is the command to check the current folder. Pwd shows us the command shows us the current path. Okay, so we are here in C, SIG drive, C, users, Dell, desktop, and temp. And when I run the command ls-lrt, we have the list of files and directories in this current folder. Okay. Now, what did I mean by the pipes? Okay. So that is this is ls-lrt. This is the one command, and when we use this symbol, that is known as pipe. Okay, here, and we are using the another command along with this command. For example, grep. Okay, I will explain you what the grep is. File star. Okay, file star. Let's say like this. One second. You see here. So what did we do is we have clubbed two commands, ls-lrt and the grep command, by using the pipe, and we have this sort of output. Let's see what is the difference. When you used only ls-lrt, then we have all the directories and files listed here. For example, file 5.txt, mgtest, dir test new 3. This is the directory, file, and all other files starting with file as well. And what did what was changed when we club these two commands? Okay, so what is this command doing is this command is listing all the files and directories from here, and when we are using the grep command and using the file, so it is filtering out all the output from here and only displaying the output that is starting with file. Okay, now you see what did I mean. Here you can see the file, and wherever it find the file. Here you can see file 5.txt, file 6765, and like this. So this is called the pipe, the usage of pipe here. Okay, this is used to club two commands together, and filtering is something that we are using the another command that is taking the input of the first command. Okay, output of the first command, and taking that output as an input for the second command. I think you are following me. What I mean is this is, for example, let me one time, let me explain that to you. ls-lrt, this is the output of the first command. Okay, so this is the output, and when we are using the grep command, this command is taking this output as an input. Okay, and performing some operation here. What operation? By using this list of output, it is filtering only file or the string that is starting with file. Okay, so I think now you understand, and we have the filtered output here. So this is the operation. This is called the pipes. This is the basically usage of pipes and filters here. Okay, so now let me explain a bit more about the grep command to you. Okay, so I have this ppt created. You can refer this. Whatever I said is written over here. You can use that grep command. Okay, so grep command, like I said, let me clear this screen, and grep command, this is the grep, and then we have some options. I'm just writing here for your understanding, and we are searching for some string. So this is kind of syntax. Okay, the same syntax you can read here. The grep program searches a file or files for lines that have a certain pattern. Okay, the syntax is grep pattern and the string or the file name, whatever we are searching for. And this grep command derives from the ed, a Unix line editor. That is called a Unix line editor command, grep, Grep. And what does that mean? That means globally search for a regular expression and print all lines containing it. Okay, I will explain that to you. What does that mean? So for example, let me clear my screen. So clear command is to clear out your screen, and I'm using grep file 5.txt star. Wait. Okay, grep. For example, this is the file I'm going to take, file 5.txt. Okay, so this is the file I just written. That is not a command. So okay, so let me open this file 5.txt. What does this contain? This has the list of people name, that's Aman, Nandan, Aman, Golu, Sonu, whatever. Okay, so now we know what is there inside the file. And now I'm going to use the grep command to set some string from a file. Okay, for example, this is the pattern that I'm going to look for, and this is the file name, file 5.txt. Okay, so this command is showing grep is the grep command. Here we just written grep, and this is the pattern we are looking for, and this is the file name where we want to search for that string. Okay, or pattern. So you see grep golu file 5.txt. So what does this do? Is basically it is giving the output of the lines wherever it finds golu. Okay, so this is the one line which has golu written, and the another line which has golu written. Okay, and this is a very powerful command, grep command, that will help you understand more, or troubleshooting the log files when you work in an IT company. Because whenever you deal with Unix servers, there you will have to troubleshoot for any issues. Okay, and there you will, for example, you're working in a public banking domain company where you deal with the trade ID. Okay, you deal with different trading systems. So for example, there is one issue that has arrived, and someone, for example, a trader is complaining about a trade is missing. Okay, he did some trade, but because of few problems in the system, that trade did not actually book successfully. So he will give you a trade ID. So what you will you do? You will need to troubleshoot in the log file what actually happened with that trade. Okay, here in this example we are looking for golu, but this golu can be a trade ID the same way. Okay, and the log file could be the file 5.txt or file.log or whatever name it can have. Okay, so what will we do here is we are just, for example, let me write something in file 5.txt. Okay, let me go to the end and write some trade ID 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is the trade ID. I just saved the file using option colon WQ. The file has been saved, and I am going to grep for the trade ID 1 2 3 4 5 file 5.txt. You see here, so we have this trade available in this file. Okay, we can trace, this is the only one instance found in this file, but when you see the real-time log, there will be multiple lines of this trade, and you can trace what happened in sequence. For example, trade was placed, trade had some conditions, it did not meet risk condition, and then it got rejected because of XYZ region. So that region you can find. So grep is a very powerful command. You must learn more about it, and maybe in our upcoming lectures we'll try to make a full video only on the grep, so you will come to know if you follow my upcoming sessions. Okay, so the very basic options that I will discuss today about the grep are, I have listed here few options. Like option is -v, -n, -l, c and I. So what does that mean? Let me explain that to one by one. Grep -i, I is to use the case sensitivity. Okay, that will give you the result irrespective of the case. Okay, for example, grep-i and golu. I'm just searching for golu. Okay, and it is giving you the output, this golu, all caps golu and all caps golu. So -i option will disable the case sensitivity. So wherever it will find golu, capital G, capital O, and like that, whatever will be the combination, it will give you all the results. Okay, let me use golu without I option. Okay, now you can see here, this does not exist in file 5.txt. You see here, this G is capital, so it should not give any output. You see, there is no output because here it is case sensitive, because we have not used -i option and is looking for only string by string, character by character. Okay, GOLU, that does not exist, that's why there is no output. But when we use -i option, it will give you all the combinations of GOLU, okay, irrespective of case sensitivity. So this is -i, and we can use -c command. Okay, for example, grep-c golu file 5.txt. Okay, let me also add -i here so that it will ignore the case sensitivity. -c will give you the count of all occurrences. You see here, when we used -i, we had three results. Okay, golu, golu, and golu. So 1, 2, 3. When we use -c, it will give you the count of all occurrences. Okay, so here you have 3. This is the question that normally being asked in interview also. Like the interviewer will ask you a question. For example, there is a file and you will need to find all occurrences of a text. For example, here it is golu. So you will need to find all occurrences in a file. So how will you find that? You will use -i and c option. So -i will ignore the case sensitivity and -c will give you all the count. So this count could be thousands. Okay, could be 100 times, 1000 times, 10,000 times. You cannot count that manually. That is why this is a very powerful command which will give you the count of all occurrences in one go, and it will be easy to figure out the total number of occurrences. So -c is used to count. Okay, let us discuss -l option. So what is -l option? For example, you don't know in which file golu is present. Okay, for example, ls-lrt, we have a long list of files. You see here, file 1 to file.test and all those things, but you don't know exactly which file contains the text golu, or which file contains 1 2 3 4 5, the trade id that we discussed few minutes back. Okay, because that happens in a real time. There will be a multiple log files. Like there could be possibility where the log files getting written every 50 minutes a new log file is being created for the full day. For example, file 5.txt, the next file 6.txt, file 7.txt, 8, 9, 10, up to 100, or maybe even more than that. And someone has reported a problem for a trade ID 12345 has some problem. So how will you find out? And you have not been provided a timing for that trade, okay, but you have only been provided the trade ID, so you don't know which file contains that trade ID. So first of all, you will need to figure out which file does that contain. Then you can dig deeper. We'll go to that specific file and figure out the exact problem. But before that, you will need to figure out the file name. So for example, grep 12345, and we are using hyphen star. Okay, so this will give you the file 5.txt. You see here, file 5.txt 12345. That means 12345 is present under file 5.txt. So either you can use this, or if you don't want to print the trade ID, that is 12345, but only the file name. Okay. In our case, it is looking like a simple one, but when you will search like this, file 5.txt may contain hundreds of occurrences. Okay, hundreds of occurrences of this trade ID. So your screen will keep running and will be full. So you might not be able to take a look in which all files this trade ID is present. Okay, so in that case, we would only like to have only the file name instead of printing all the occurrences, and for that we use -l command. Okay, 12345 star. So star is basically, it will check all the files whichever is present in the current directory, and it will give you the file name. Okay, you see here you have file 5.txt. It is not checking in the directories, but it is only looking for the files whichever is present over here. Okay, so we know file 5.txt has the trade ID 12345. We can check that. You see here, 12345 is present. Okay, so that is how we find out the file name using -l. Okay, -n. So let's see what does that do. Grep -in. Let's search for Golu and file 5.txt. You see, -n will print the line number wherever this string is found. Okay, so here is the one occurrence, here is the second occurrence, here is the third occurrence, and it has printed the line numbers also. So in which line number this Golu is there. Okay, it's found. So 489. So -n will print the line number along with the string output. Okay, this -v option is also a very powerful command. What will that do is grep -iv and Golu. Let me do that. File 5.txt. So it will print all the occurrences where Golu is not found. Here you see it has printed 489. Okay, but when you use -v option, it will invert. That means it will print all the lines wherever Golu is not present. You see, Aman, Nandan, Aman, Sonu, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will reverse the output of this command here. You see, let me print the line number also so that you will know. You see here 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. But earlier Golu was found under the line 489. So except the lines 489, this will print all other lines. So I think this makes sense to you now. And along with this, I will conclude today's session and see you next time in my upcoming sessions. Will come with more useful commands that will help you in getting the interviews cleared, and also it will help you on the job if you are already working in Unix environment. Yeah, thank you so much, friends. Thanks a lot.